What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Let's check things out, shall we? Looks rather deserted for a Hive world. We're gonna see something, or okay. Just slow pan to nothingness. Fantastic. The tower's foundation goes down for tens of meters, and the spires are obscured by superstructures on the upper levels. Let's throw a save down. Don't want to miss these checks if at all possible.
I have failed my kin.
Are you kidding me?
Hard for a simple monkey.
Thousands of bodies have merged into frozen snowdrifts covering streets as far as the eye can see. It's unclear whether the formations appear naturally or if somebody purposely piled up the corpses.
I always have a backup
I just gotta
plan.
stop saying something about passing or failing checks. You know, I just gotta go with the flow.
I have learned much in my exile.
Delicate young woman lies curled up in a snowbank like a living statue. Her thin hands are clutching a silken blanket. Writ of passage issued to the Koronus family, footfall, Arbor Master, your great dependent. My darling S from D inside her hand pointed to an elderly man and his wife and daughter. Interesting.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Where do we want to go? I don't know. Let's go this way. See how terrible of a check we have here.
Did you hope to see an Azuriani fail?
Oh my god, it was a 90% chance.
Was inevitable?
The snow clearly shows the trail of a body being dragged and reveals several pairs of footprints. Judging by their shape, none of them belong to a human. Oh, joy. What terrible
Let us
thing
not dawdle.
are we going to find? Yes? I see Drukari? I see Drukari. And there, an ambush. Is that a Tyrannid? No, okay, I was like, I just saw like the little claw over there. I was like, what the heck?
Your kind has no right to exist.
Are you challenging me, Phil?
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
I understand your intent.
Let's see.
If I must.
I
I
believe
am
in
not
your
your
abilities
Xenos
to
pet
demolish this
monkey.
thing you're left.
If it serves your cause. I hear you
Told you I
moving.
believed in you.
No more. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Ooh, almost got a second one. Wouldn't that have been good? You got anybody that's actually in a group where you can hit both of them? Doesn't really look like it, does it? No. No, not really. Okay, that's okay.
My vow is to serve.
I'll still let you kill this guy.
Running binary override functions successfully terminated.
Shoot this. I mean, you can have a front line up here. I don't know how much it's gonna matter, Gregor, but here you go.
Request approved. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
This tedium is beneath me. I deal death with my hands.
Can't be over.
She doesn't have any more shots. If you move to here, you do have another shot. Nice.
I move swiftly to strike.
It's alright, guys. Brooke's not having a good time today.
Battlefields are always drowned
Get
in
him, Cassia.
scarlet.
Sit
If I
down.
may,
Don't you just love when they get to move?
I'll paint your death in colors.
I
Actually, go
approach
there.
the
I shouldn't have done that
designated
when I did it, but that's
position.
okay. As long as you get a crit, it'll die.
No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Goodbye.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Good thing that any of them got a turn. The reason that one guy
Strike
got a
is a
turn
prayer.
is some BS. All of Centennial's pride.
Is there money
Nice.
to be made?
Ooh, a medikit, yay. We totally use those very constantly.
Keep a sharp eye.
Wait, what? Did I find something? I did.
Operation successful.
Good job.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
I wonder how many fights there are actually going to be on this planet, or if they're going to be anything crazy to fight. Like, I mean, that was like the easiest fight, you know. Not much to be concerned about there. May faithful partake of the Emperor's immortality and find solace in his crimson embrace. Spread the word, brothers and sisters, the feast has begun. Warning, harboring traitors to the Imperium is punishable by death. You don't say.
Watch your steps. Oh, too hard for a simple monkey.
I was like, this is going to be an examable for sure. The faithful, we already read that.
Keep your wits about you.
Jervis, may the immortal god Emperor guard you with his grace. I've done everything I could possibly. Grab and net and Jolanta and flee this cursed world as soon as possible. I left the writ of passage and some savings in our secret cache at the Spire of Pride under the wanted posters. May the master of mankind bless Actisicus for his assistance. I still haven't finished business of the department, so we reunite on footfall. Your loving brother.
I always have a backup plan.
Where are my melted charges? We're back. Somehow my melted charges made it into my my cargo. We'll
The
fix that
Emperor
real quick.
favors me today.
I always keep my options
That's
open.
called unacceptable. Still have a lot to do, and we have another area in this place. That's interesting.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Unsealed letter. My precious Victa, Sister Berginda from the Order's Famulus, whom you introduced us to as a real sweetheart. You must have noticed how many new guests started showing up at our soirees after that darling stayed at our estate. Geoffroy is extremely fond of Berginda too. Our heir has finally started showing an interest in something other than exact sciences and has taken a liking to theology. May the Emperor bless your insightful wisdom. P.S. Come visit us today after the 8th klaxon. My husband will be at the club with his friends. Forever yours, I.L.
I sense something nearby.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure. Let us
No.
not dawdle.
I align my path with yours. For now.
Disarm. Jesus.
A trivial task.
Apparently a Cavalite blademonger nearby.
See, right
An
there.
augmented old man with insane eyes stares at you from the poster. The captured blow reads wanted for idolatry.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Another fight incoming. Scardus, you went too far. This monkey will be off to his ancestors now. Granted him 24 non-lethal wounds, so you will have a time to enjoy his suffering. No, no, kill me already. Just end it, I beg you. Please. Please. Goodbye. Well.
Keep your wits about you.
Chapel's massive doors are sealed by ice. The pale bodies of the priests can be seen under its glacial surface. Time to murder these guys. Hello.
Xenos scum! You don't belong in this galaxy.
Medusa. Interesting. Okay. Argenta. don't feel like any of these battles will be overly difficult.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Which one goes first? That one?
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
What if I don't want you to go at all?
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
What a pleasure.
If it serves your cause, I'll deal death with my hands.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
My vow is to serve. Request approved.
I like breaking cover. Makes me feel strong.
Scriptural prognosis is favorable. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. My vow is to
Sideways,
serve.
but that's okay. You know who we gotta kill
I
next.
am not
Oh,
your
that's not even the right
Xenos
Medusa.
pet monkey.
Can you even see this one?
This
can't.
tedium is beneath me. I understand your intent.
It was like 87? That was it? No. Not just 87.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Your last stroke of luck.
Kemorak!
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Why is it not doing damage anymore? I'm so confused.
If I may,
There we go. Oh, it did damage. Don't know why it hasn't been.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated. As the Emperor commands, I act. This is unacceptable.
Actually, I don't know why I'm shooting at that one with her. She can just focus her
Faith
damage
without
on one of
deeds
these
is
ones because
worthless.
your let will kill that big one.
You, my Emperor! I'll do it.
If I must. If it serves your cause.
Don't
I
imagine I'll need more
understand
than
your
that,
intent.
honestly.
I hear you moving. No more. If it serves your cause. I deal death with my hands. My heart sings with the thrill of battle.
This can't be over.
So shall it be. Die in disgrace!
I'm pretty sure I can just kill that guy. And then they didn't even get to go. Man, that's the great part about deciding to
Save your jests
Fight them
about
in, like, the order in which they
fur-freeze and
act.
marked territory. I heard enough of them back on Fenris.
None are better at searching. I have learned
Always
much
keep
in
your
my
eye on the
exile.
price.
talk to this Medusa, apparently. Report a mutiny, get extra rations. Hello, Medusa. What's up? A strange meaty growth the size of a human head is clinging to the skull and neck of a man. The emaciated face, at least the part you can see from under the pulsating alien flesh, bears no emotion, and the cracked lips hang slightly open. Gregor, do not look. Your lit shout is the last thing you hear before darkness flows into your mind. Your vision grows dim and you have a sinking feeling in your chest, but you're still alive and you're trying to open your eyes. Dark figures dash about in the twisting shadows cast by the fire. One of them is standing in front of you, casually tossing something from one hand to the other. You slowly turn your stiff neck and dumbly stare at the stump where your right arm used to be. The figure comes closer, tosses a frozen hand onto the ground, and breaks off the tip of your nose with a little crunch. Why haven't you died with the others? Why are you still alive? Nice. Frightened, cold, hurt, and aching to flee, but these feelings are not yours. You concentrate your will to shrug off the unbidden emotions, and the compulsion recedes. You once again see a man caught in the clutches of a disgusting parasite. The illusion is gone, but the inexplicable anxiety still lingers in your soul, like the aftermath of a particularly bad nightmare. Pasco's voice synthesizer crackles in agitation, and a needle glints on his mechadendrite. Neural overload detected. Protocol to render emergency aid activated. What is it? The xenoform is classified as a Magos biologus, catalogued as Medusa malefica. It is an empathic parasite. This creature is not bound by any natural law. Its origins lie outside of real space. However, the sampling toll on one of Pascal's mechadendrites jolts to life. It can be studied using the methods of real space. A Medusa, the driver of nightmares and torment. My dark cousins use these creatures to amass emotions and experiences which then they feed on. The thing before you is a xenoparasite that Magi biologos call Medusa. These creatures latch onto the brain and nervous system of their victims with dozens of tendrils and assume control over the body of the host. Their nature is yet to be fully studied, but the prevailing hypothesis claims that the Medusa are capable of absorbing strong feelings and emotions from their environment, although the questions of how and why are still a matter of debate. Awareness. The parasite appears to be tightly and permanently attached to the victim's head, or so it seems. You spot a certain pattern in the location of the tendrils on the host's bodies. Making a few incisions here and there would probably allow you to separate the creature from its unfortunate barrier. Separate the host. Nice. After a few well-placed cuts, the parasite's meaty body convulses, making a thin tendrils go soft and unable to maintain their grasp. You dislodge them one after the other, and soon the parasite releases its host of its own volition. The creature twitches its appendages in its death throes and goes limp in your hands. The man's body collapses onto the snow. Why, the Emperor just burned this monster already. Not the parasite's body. The parasite is dead and of no further interest. You let it go, and the small body hits the ice with a sickly squelch. The long silence is interrupted by groans of the rescued man at your feet. He's still alive. Take him to the voidship. You contact the shuttle crew and give the order to transport the survivor to the voidship.
I always have a backup plan.
Ooh. Maybe I already looted it. I don't know. The Xenos acquired a human generator and powered a section of the street so that any wandering survivors would be drawn to like moths to the light. Oof. Rude.
Is there money to be made?
Somebody scribbled a few words on top of the propaganda poster. Level 5A, Block C, cheap.
Helmswoman of the Soul Sea, accept this amulet as a token of my respect for your craft. Every experienced ship pirate on Fenris wears one of these.
Thank you, Ulfa.
Apparently we live here.
I am pleased to know that I am worthy of the Space Wolf's trust, and even more pleased to see it in the motley flashes surrounding your radiant soul.
Faded inscription states the gate leads to the temple quarter, but the rusted mechanisms and seals of the locks reveal this entrance hasn't seen use after many years.
Cast your eye there.
The flying Xeno device emits an unnatural light. Strange forces are making it float freely in the air.
Watch your steps. Too hard for a simple
Another
monkey.
fight.
Let us not dawdle. Your kind has no right to exist.
I will revel in your pain.
Honestly, we just need to be up where we can, like, get our shots off on these guys if possible, so... Everybody come forward. Far, yes, you too. And then we start the process of attempting to destroy all these people.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I'm gonna put her shots on the incubus.
If I must. If it serves your cause. This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
You are doomed!
Where are you trying?
Perish for this affront.
I am a navigator, not a
You will
servitor.
pay for this in blood!
I'm gonna hit Gregor, I
I'm
might
not
as well hit all of them.
accustomed to being ordered around.
This a strike!
If I may. Taste the navigator's might. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I understand your intent.
I don't think this will reach from there, will it? Oh, it will!
If it serves your
Wow.
cause.
I've decided to fight
If I
them like
must.
I figured this out at one point, by the way. I can just click on this, which I mean you all probably knew that.
This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause. My reckoning will be swift.
In the
Sergeant
name
again.
of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
A work for a flesh crafter.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let me educate you on
You
the
got
art
a baby
of
of a shot
pain.
there, don't you think?
Eradicated.
So these two guys are down here.
Guided by faith.
Woe to you!
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna be able to finish him off here.
None can
Dude, these
escape
fights where
the
they don't get to
Emperor's
act at all,
judgment.
they're just like awesome. Frozen in a huddle pose, the corpse stares at its icy shattered limbs in disbelief. Somebody tried to make a sculpture by draping a body with artificially frozen intestines.
Rise to the
give them
top,
halfway.
or get left in the dust.
Sheepless massive crooked bodies sticks on the middle of the
My
camp,
warp sight
bound by a
reveals
single
something.
spiked chain.
A trivial task.
Reloading a straight route to the Underhive. Might be reached with the proper climbing equipment. Get back over here. Rejoice, for in 10 turns the immortal emperor will bestow his grace upon and embrace our brothers and sisters so they can serve him on holy terra. The celestial burial ceremony will commence at dawn in full accordance with tradition. Remember to pay the fee so your loved ones do not have to wait for the next cycle before they can join the emperor. Additionally, on this holy day, the number of work hours will be reduced by 1 so the blessed denizens may take part in the solemn march for the emperor's spire to the Spire of Stillness. Interesting. So I know we have the option to climb down to go. I don't really know which one I want to do first. There's quite a few things to do, honestly. It's interesting. The world turned out to be completely different from what I had imagined. My distant home of Tani, though swathed in black sands, is nowhere near as hot as the stone cocoon. Not even the force field can shield us from the embrace of the local star. In daylight hours, staying close to the outer walls would be insane. A person would either suffer heat stroke or simply be boiled alive. The surface does not have time to cool after darkness comes, so living here is like being encased in a steam barrel at all times. Throne be praised, the upper city has cooling zones that provide welcome relief. Despite the predatory prices and absolute disdain the locals have shown toward my quickly lightening purse, the glacial gardens remain my favorite place to relax. Despite all its austerity, the piousness of the Hive is crawling with lawbreakers. I have been robbed thrice and almost killed twice to cycle alone. It makes procuring obscure ridiculously simple. Not that I have tried it, of course, but the crooks on every corner literally shove it in my face. Another thing that surprised me is the city's incredible work shifts. The planet turns on its axis once every 38 hours, and 25 of those are usually spent in manufactorums. Another 5 to 7 hours are dedicated to mandatory public service like cleaning streets, attending servants, and patrolling floors, so the only 6 remain for the rest in domestic chores. Must have been blessed by the Emperor when Justice Greybergen invited me to stay at a truly magnificent estate. The view from the top of the Spire is fantastically beautiful. Up here, one cannot hear the din of the overflowing streets or smell the stench of refuse, and yet the taller the spire, the crueler the star's scalding kisses become. Justice Greybergen calls it a divine blessing. I'm not going to argue, and I'll just have to quietly take my leave. Anything over here?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Interesting dead end there. Once majestic bridge for the ritual processions was damaged when a civilian orbital shuttle collided with it. Going on down here? Scout.
I always have a backup plan.
God Emperor silently gazes upon the once teeming streets. Interesting. Okay. Let's climb down. I'm gonna climb down first. I did not expect this area to be so big.
Was that supposed to be a challenge?
I don't know, you only had a 75% all far. That's abnormal for you. They're being like decently
Keep your
sized
wits
area.
about you.
The empty Prometheum canisters bear a child's bloody handprint. Oh no.
I have failed my kin.
Are you kidding me? Pipes emitting a barely noticeable heat signature leads further into the hive. Charred bones stick out from a massive pile of ash, some bare scratches that have been left by a blade or teeth. Part of the woman's face and several delicate fingers are still frozen to the cold generator. Someone shattered the rest of the body, shards now crunching under your feet. Boxes filled with rubbish and frozen bones, letters, decrees, and torn propaganda posters have been used for kindling. Door doesn't give. Something is blocking it from the other side.
Let us not dawdle.
Maybe we should use the Space Wolf to try to open it instead of Cassia.
Duty prevails.
Or how we get in there? Or in there, or whatever.
Is there money to be made?
Oh, is this where I? This might be just the room where I blew into. Hello, nerds.
Challenges make the spoils that much sweeter. Ugh.
I guess we're not positioning ourselves, guys, because game does not want us to.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Which one? I can't, oh my god, I can't freaking target anything because the game's busted. I love glitches. I love them so much. They're so fun. Here we go. Now we can position everybody. Thank you, video game, for your kindness. Aw. And Pascal just chill. Alright. Now we can actually do something. Now these guys might get to go. Especially since we don't
Isn't
get
this a
2
job
extra
for the
turns
serfs?
off the top here.
I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If I must. This tedium is beneath me. Hear you moving, no more.
Great shot.
Fortune favors the swift. An unworthy soul.
Okay, good. We do get our turn.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I was going to be sad.
If I may, isn't this a job for the serfs? Me?
Sorry, team.
Now you're clad in scarlet. I'm not accustomed to
This is a
at least.
battle. Oceans bleed.
Here we go.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Sorry guys, get a message.
Running binaric override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. High momentum.
Okay, so I need to go in a spot where you actually have sight to both of them. There's perfect.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Doubt is
As long
for
as
the
you
weak.
kill him, we'll have no trouble.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Each strike is a prayer. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. Power resides in the will of the righteous. I'll do it.
And fight over. Beautiful. May the faithful to partake of the Emperor's immortality. Oh yeah, I've already read that. Goods. And even as I sculpture, the faithful continue to beg for the Emperor's salvation. The golden statue of the Emperor is covered with twisted symbols and decorated with a garland of tomb skull, many small skulls.
I always keep my options open.
Playing the recording produces quiet whispering, rustles of clothes, noise from the footsteps of dozens of feet, and someone's deep measured breathing. When the silence settles, a sonorous male voice delivers the opening sermon of the liturgy. Glory to the divine creator that sits on the golden throne of holy terror, who will created sky and earth, light and darkness, stars and galaxies, glory. Glory to the guardian of humanity, who shields us from the terrors of the void, the madness of heretics, and the malice of the enemies of the Imperium. For we are created in the God's images, God Emperor's image, to carry his light and his will and his word into the galaxy, both in life and after passing. Glory. Glory to the Lord of humanity, whose envoys, women and men of courage and virtue, guide our sons and daughters to the path that is righteous. Glory. May your souls weep and lament your ignorance of how to love our God Emperor, the Warden of Light, more than he loves each and every one of us. Cry, pray, repent, and beg for forgiveness, for your love is no love at all. Your great love is infinitely small, and even the most profound love of his most loyal servants is infinitesimally less than the love of the Master of mankind gives us in return. Glory to the Immortal One. Now let us talk about how we can love the Emperor's flesh and spirit even more, and how to come closer to his divine immortality in life and after we die. Rustling and whispering are heard again, and the recording ends. Jeez. Alright, well. I'm lost. There we go. I'm assuming this is the door that I blew my way into. And it was awesome. All right, well, let's head out. We can't get to that loot. It just doesn't exist. I'm going to dip, and we're going to see if anything happens as we leave, and then I'll probably end the episode there.
Eye on the price.
All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.